Apologize for not being here yesterday. As much as I didn't want to leave, it was for a good reason, which I'll explain to you in just a minute. But while I was gone, you should have accomplished something. It's always the goal when you're in here. So what I had you guys starting off with on Tuesday was that idea smushing, where you take two random words, completely random, and to the best of your ability, create something on paper that reflects those two ideas smashed into one. So when it comes to that, some of you guys just whipped through it right away and did a good job. Some whipped through it right away and did a mediocre job. Take your time, do your best. It's meant to be a reflection of what you're capable of here and now. At the end of the trimester, we're going to revisit those and see how much you've grown and how much you've accomplished over the course of those however many weeks. I did ask that you use color, and there's a reason for that, because color can often ruin artwork and also improve artwork. So just by seeing how you handle color, your choice of materials, and what it does to your artwork is going to help me help you throughout the rest of the trimester in deciding when and how to use color best to enhance and hopefully not destroy your artwork. Okay. I tortured myself as well. I had you guys draw words for me. I actually did it all day long. So I got stuck with things like loneliness makeup. I got, what was this one? Hearts, swords. I got sanctuary industries. And I got music sandals. So I got some tough stuff. Part of this is meant to challenge you guys. See how you can think differently. Nothing in here has one solution. It's all based upon you, your capabilities, your skills, your interests, etc. So stepping back, the reason I missed yesterday is because I've been part of a committee for all of St. Clair County. It's a group of teachers that are meeting to look at what's wrong with education. What can change? What should be different? How can we better provide you guys with an education that's meaningful, relevant, and gives you choice in what you're learning and what you need to learn to be successful in the world? Okay? So we're looking at different models, different schools, different scheduling, how to incorporate technology, all kinds of different things to make your life better while you're here. So that's part of what we're doing. A big part of that, technology obviously is playing a big role in education, so we're trying to figure out how to best allow you guys to utilize that. But the most reoccurring theme is giving you guys a voice. You guys are the ones that are coming every day and learning, and we're preparing you for the future. Old ways of teaching don't always work. So the first thing we need to do is learn more about you guys, right? So the first project we're going to start on is going to do just that. I'm going to delve into you. I'm going to have you brainstorm about your interests, the things that you're really passionate about in life, the things you really like in life, and that's going to be reflected in this project. And the other goal of this project is to create a sense of school identity. If you notice, the hallways are bare again. They're lacking artwork. Last trimester they were full of artwork. So we got to start to rebuild that and create some identity, some excitement, some creativity in the halls. So as with any project, you have to start with an idea. You want a project to have substance. You want to have some meat. You want it to tell a story. You want something to be there that people are going to be excited to look at. So in order to do that, you got to take some time to kind of ferment ideas, figure out what's going to work best for you, expand upon it, think about different options, opportunities. So what you're going to do with this project to start is something that many of you have probably already done for this class or other classes, and it's called a mind map. All it is a web of ideas. There's one central box. That's your starting point. This could be you, or it could be something that you're interested in. Okay? If it's you, from there you're going to branch out and think about things you're interested in. Is it family? Is it friends? Is it a place you'd like to go? Something you'd like to do with your life? Video games, music, art, clothes, whatever. And you can start to branch off and list those ideas in the boxes around that. Or you can start in the center with an idea. If you already have something you really like, you're really excited about, put that in the center. But that's often not enough. If you're into video games, okay, video games. What about video games? Is there certain games you like, certain characters from those games, certain settings, certain things they do, certain goals you try to achieve? What is it? So the more you can expand upon your idea, the more girth you have, the more meat you have, the more substance you have to work with. You can start to smush those ideas together. Okay? So this is just meant to take your idea, let it ferment, let it wobble around, change it, add to it, come up with your idea, your concept. The next step is to practice. Okay? Whenever you jump into a project, you often fail. You do something wrong, it doesn't fit, something goes wrong, and it's because you didn't plan it out well enough. So with this project, we will plan it. The idea here is to create school identity by using our mascot, Panther. Okay? So ultimately, you're going to create a panther. That panther is going to reflect you as an individual, your interest. The panther itself is going to help reflect our school identity. These things are going to line the hallway. We're going to have a panther parade going down that hall in the lockers, and they're all going to reflect your individual interest. We're going to be able to use those interests, recognize your skills, your goals, your aspirations, your abilities, whatever. We're going to be able to build upon those ideas and everything else that we teach you throughout the school year. Okay? So the first thing you do is that mind map. You come up with your theme, your idea, what it is you're interested about. Develop it as far as you can by filling as many of those boxes. Then you're going to step it up to a sketch. All right? Sketch is starting to look at what you want to place where. You're going to have words here, an image here, you're going to collage here, cut paper here, you're going to stick your hand there. What are you going to do to fill that space? The goal is to fill that space. Don't just put something here and something over there, and you just got two random things inside a panther. You want to create the panther out of your ideas, so that if we were to get rid of that outline, all your images and ideas still look like a panther. Okay? So I'll show you some examples of that. This one, not the best idea. I mean, it looks nice, but the ideas don't form the panther, right? If we took away the shape of that panther, it's just a bunch of vines and flowers and colors, right? It looks good, and there's some substance to it. There's some words in there. There's some nice use of color and some objects. But it's more of just a design colored in a panther, okay? So I'm going to show you the difference between that and something else. This is one that somebody chose. This was motocross, dirt bikes as their theme. Okay? Most of that space is occupied by things that have to do with motocross, dirt bikes, etc. You got all the different logos from all the different companies and sponsors and stuff. If you took away that outline, you'd have some gaps, but for the most part, it helps define the shape of that panther. Even better than that, hockey. It shows hockey as their theme. Obviously, they did some brainstorming. What are the different things associated with hockey? The Red Wings logo, the net, the face mask. They put some ideas into the face mask itself, some of the logos, some of the companies, the skates. Take away the outline, still looks like a panther. It's full. It all reflects that same theme. There's a lot of substance to it that reflects that theme. Not so good. This was one underwater. They just started thinking about underwater creatures, and it's pretty much filled with underwater creatures. All those creatures smooshed together form the shape of that panther without really relying on having to draw an outline or create an outline to that. Really good one, really full, really rich, a good color. This person went on to be a volunteer firefighter, right? How'd they do that? They showed us what they're interested in. We helped set them up with some opportunities, and they did it. Okay, so that's an important thing, that you reflect what you're really into. A lot of substance in here. It tells a good story as a firefighter, the dog's wearing the hat, as a burning building, the hose extinguishing the fire. This is what you're going for. All right. Don't be intimidated if you feel you can't draw well, because there are plenty of other ways to solve this challenge. Okay? It can be collaged, it can be done on a computer, you can do it out of cutting on paper. There's a lot of different ways. That's where your creativity is going to come into play. If you struggle in one avenue, you have to find an avenue that you are good at and that you can accomplish something well. All right, so those are just some examples. That's what we're going for. I want you guys to definitely finish up your ideas, smushing ideas, turn those in when you feel they're complete. Like I said, take all the time in the world you want to on them. If you're really into it, spend a lot of time on it. If you're not, turn it in and move on. When you're ready to start your ideas, mind maps are up here. Turn in the mind map. If I think you have enough substance there, I'll move you on to the sketch. Do that. If I feel that's a good plan, we'll move you on to the final panther. That's the progression. The deadline for this, when you're done. Obviously, some people are going to buy into it, be really interested in it, take a lot of time, invest a lot of effort in it. Other people are going to be like, this sucks. If you're one of those people who feels like this project sucks, talk to me. All right? There are always other ways to do things. There are other ways to prove that you're smart or talented. I never want you to feel like you're suffering or doing something for no good reason. All right? So that's that. Get the ball rolling, guys. Put some tunes on, and then we'll just get the ideas rolling.